She was 72, a retired teacher, a grandmother, a woman full of warmth and quiet strength. That morning felt no different. The same sun rising, the same quiet hum in the hallway. She opened her eyes, sat up in bed, and stood to start her day. But within seconds, her legs gave out, her vision dimmed, and before she could reach the door, she collapsed. A tiny habit, one she'd done thousands of times before. But this time, it turned into a fall, a fractured hip, weeks in the hospital, months in recovery, and a sudden, painful reminder that after 70, nothing is as small as it seems. You see, there are certain habits we all have, especially in the morning. Things we do without thinking, standing too quickly, skipping water, downing coffee on an empty stomach, taking medications without food. But as we get older, these tiny things can quietly grow dangerous. Not because we're careless, but because our bodies are changing. And most of us, no one ever told us how to adjust. Your blood pressure responds slower. Your hydration needs shift. Your balance, even when you don't notice it, becomes more fragile. And that peaceful morning routine you followed for years, it might actually be putting your heart, your brain, even your bones at risk. But here's the truth. These are not irreversible mistakes. They're just habits, and habits can be changed. In this video, we'll walk through the 4 most dangerous morning mistakes people over 70 make, and how a few simple shifts, backed by science, can help you start your day with strength, stability, and clarity. You'll learn how to protect your heart, how to stabilize your balance, how to wake up without shocking your system, and how to keep your body from falling into silent risks that build up over time. Now, before we begin, I want to hear from you. If you've ever felt like aging comes with questions no one answers, type 1 in the comments. And if you're unsure whether it's even possible to turn these things around, type 0. Because by the end of this video, I promise, you'll walk away not just more informed, but more empowered. This is your body. This is your time. And every morning matters more than we realize. Let's begin with the first morning mistake, the one that nearly cost Helen her independence. Mistake 1, getting out of bed too quickly. Let's go back to Helen, the woman whose morning began like any other, until it ended in a fall. Here's what actually happened. She woke up, swung her legs over the side of the bed, stood up, and within seconds, the room spun. She lost her balance, and her body hit the floor faster than she could call for help. The doctors told her later, it wasn't her fault. It was something called orthostatic hypotension. Now, that might sound complicated, but here's what it means, simply. When you're lying down, your blood pressure is stable. But the moment you stand up, gravity pulls your blood down, especially to your legs. In younger people, the heart quickly adjusts, but after 65 or 70, that adjustment slows down, and you can suddenly feel lightheaded, dizzy, or faint. It happens in a matter of seconds, and most of the time, you don't even realize it's coming, until it does. This is one of the biggest hidden dangers of aging, especially in the morning, when your body is still in rest mode. Your circulation is slower, your hydration may be low, and your reflexes aren't ready for fast movement yet. So, what should you do instead? Here's a simple fix, a 3-step habit called the 90-90-90 rule. Step 1. The first 90 seconds. Open your eyes and just lie there. Before you even move, give your body time to wake up gently. Stretch your hands. Flex your feet. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your heart and blood pressure stabilize before doing anything. Step 2. The second 90 seconds. Sit up slowly. Don't rush. Swing your legs over the edge of the bed. Place your hands on your lap or the mattress. Let gravity do its thing, while your body catches up. If you feel even the slightest dizziness, pause, breathe, then continue. Step 3. The final 90 seconds. Stand up carefully. Use support if you need to. Hold on to the bed frame, a cane, or a nearby dresser. Plant your feet firmly. Then rise, slowly and mindfully. This whole process takes less than 5 minutes, but it can protect you from a dangerous fall, a trip to the hospital, or worse. Because here's the reality. Every year, millions of seniors fall in the morning. Not because of weakness, but because their bodies weren't given enough time to adjust. And yet, this is so easy to fix. Now, here's something even more powerful. A recent study from the Journal of Geriatric Medicine showed that older adults who followed a structured, slow wake-up routine reduced their risk of fall-related injury by 32%. That's one habit, and it made nearly a third of those risks disappear. So the next time you wake up, remember Helen, and remember the 90-90-90 rule. Because your mornings don't need to start with fear. They can start with intention. They can start with strength. They can start with you, being in control. Mistake 2. Drinking coffee before water. Let me ask you a question. What's the first thing you drink in the morning? If your answer is coffee, you're not alone. For millions of people over 65, the morning routine starts with a warm cup of comfort. That rich aroma, that boost of alertness, that feeling of, okay, now I'm ready to face the day. But here's what most people don't know. Coffee, especially first thing in the morning, can actually harm your body if you're over 65. Let me explain why. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up dehydrated. Not just a little, a lot. While you sleep, your body loses water through breathing, sweat, and digestion. So by the time you open your eyes, your cells are already low on fluid. Your blood is thicker. Your heart is working harder. And your brain, it's running on empty. Now here's the problem. Coffee is a diuretic, which means instead of replenishing your water, it makes you lose even more. It tells your kidneys, flush it out. And your body, already thirsty, goes into deeper dehydration. That's why some seniors feel lightheaded after coffee, strange heart palpitations, or even mild confusion in the first hour of the day. And yet, they think it's the coffee waking them up, when in fact, it's the dehydration making things worse. Now, here's what to do instead. And it's so simple, you'll wonder why no one talks about it more. It's called the water first habit. Step 1. Within 5 minutes of waking, drink 1 full glass of room temperature water. Not cold, not iced, just room temperature. This helps rehydrate your organs, soften your blood flow, and jumpstart digestion. Step 2. Add a pinch of sea salt or a slice of lemon if you want. Why? Because salt helps your body absorb water more effectively, especially in older adults. And lemon? It kickstarts your metabolism, supports your liver, and gently detoxes your system. Step 3. Wait 20 minutes before drinking coffee. Let the water do its job first. Let your body find its balance, and then enjoy your cup of coffee, fully supported and safely hydrated. Here's what will happen when you make this tiny shift. You'll feel clearer in the head. You'll reduce strain on your kidneys, and you'll give your heart a much-needed break. Even better, your coffee will work better, because your system will be ready for it, not fighting it. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who drank water first thing in the morning had better blood pressure regulation, improved memory, and reported less fatigue throughout the day. This is free medicine, sitting right there on your kitchen counter. So the next time you reach for your morning mug, ask yourself, have I had my water yet? Because coffee is a beautiful ritual. But water. Water is the foundation that makes everything else safer. Your body doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be heard. Mistake 3. Sitting too long after waking up. Here's a scene that plays out in millions of homes every single morning. A 68-year-old man wakes up. He sits on the edge of his bed. He stays there, checking his phone, thinking about the day, maybe scrolling through the news or just waiting for the energy to rise. 5 minutes pass, 10, sometimes even more. But here's the hidden danger. The longer you sit still after waking up, the harder you make it for your body to fully switch on. You see, when you're asleep, your circulation slows down, your muscles relax, your blood pressure drops. Your body is in maintenance mode, not go mode. So when you wake up and just stay seated, you're trapping your body in limbo. Your blood pools in your lower body, your joints stiffen, and your brain doesn't get the oxygen and glucose it needs fast enough. This is why so many older adults feel dizzy when they finally stand, foggy-headed for the first hour, or even suffer dangerous falls right after rising. In fact, one major study from Johns Hopkins found that seniors who sat still for the first 30 minutes after waking had a 52% higher risk of losing balance during the day. That's huge, and it's preventable. So what should you do instead? Create a gentle wake-up flow. You don't need to run a marathon, you just need to move your body in small, intelligent ways. Here's a simple 5-minute wake-up flow anyone can do. Step 1. Ankle rolls. Still sitting? Great! Start by rolling your ankles 10 times each direction. This wakes up circulation in your legs. Step 2. Neck circles and shoulder rolls. Roll your shoulders backward and forward. Circle your neck gently. This signals your spine and nervous system. We're awake now. Step 3. Seated marching. Lift one knee at a time, slowly, as if marching while sitting. This activates your hip flexors and gets blood flowing. Step 4. Stand up and stretch. Use the edge of your bed or a sturdy chair. Stand slowly, with intention. Stretch your arms overhead, then out to the sides. Take 3 deep breaths. That's it. Less than 5 minutes. But what it gives back is hours of better balance, focus, and energy. And if you do this every morning, you create a powerful routine that reduces fall risk, enhances brain alertness, boosts digestion, and even lifts your mood. Why? Because motion is medicine, especially after 65. Think about it. Your body isn't breaking down because of age. It's struggling because it's not being told. It's time to turn on. This tiny morning mistake, sitting too long, has silent consequences. But once you become aware of it, you can fix it easily, with grace, with gentleness, with consistency. You don't need to shock your body. You just need to wake it up with love. Mistake 4. Overusing caffeine to start the day. Picture this. It's 6:45 a.m. A 70-year-old woman stirs from sleep. Her knees ache slightly. Her mind feels foggy. And there it is. The craving. She shuffles into the kitchen and makes her morning cup of coffee. 1 becomes 2. Sometimes 3. It's comforting, familiar, a ritual that feels like home. But behind that warm, aromatic sip, there's a hidden danger. Because as we age, our body's relationship with caffeine changes. Let me explain. When you were 30 or 40, your liver and kidneys could process caffeine more efficiently. Your nervous system had greater tolerance, and your hormones were in a different rhythm. But after 60, your metabolism slows down, your hydration levels drop, and your adrenal glands, the ones responsible for stress hormones, become more sensitive. So that same cup of coffee you drank 20 years ago, now it hits harder, lasts longer, and takes more of a toll on your heart, sleep, and stress levels. In fact, Here's what caffeine does to your body after 65. Raises blood pressure, especially in the early hours when levels are already spiking naturally. Increases anxiety and restlessness. Even if you don't feel it, your heart rate may be rising. Disrupts deep sleep. Yes, even morning caffeine can affect your nighttime rest because the half-life of caffeine in seniors is longer. Reduces calcium absorption, which quietly weakens bones over time. Let that sink in. That morning, coffee might feel like your best friend. But if you rely on it to feel human, it may actually be draining your energy reserves, especially if you drink it before hydrating, eating, or moving your body. So what's the solution? You don't have to quit caffeine. You just need to change your relationship with it. Here's what top geriatric nutritionists recommend. Step 1. Delay your first cup by 60 to 90 minutes. Why? Because your body naturally produces cortisol, your alertness hormone, in the first hour after waking. If you drink caffeine right away, you override this natural rhythm. Long term, that weakens your energy production. Instead, drink warm lemon water or plain water first. Move your body a little. Then have your coffee. This shift alone can reduce your caffeine dependence by half. Step 2. Cut down gradually, not cold turkey. If you currently drink 3 cups a day, drop to 2 for a week, then 1.5, eventually 1. And replace that second cup with herbal alternatives: chicory root, roasted dandelion, ginger, or turmeric teas. Warm cinnamon with oat milk. These support digestion, lower inflammation, and nourish your adrenals without the caffeine spike. Step 3. No caffeine after 12 p.m. Ever. Even if you fall asleep just fine. Late-day caffeine can reduce your deep sleep by up to 40%. That's the restorative sleep your brain and body desperately need after 65. Remember, deep sleep is when your heart rate slows, your brain flushes toxins, your body repairs tissues. Protecting it is non-negotiable. So here's the truth. Coffee isn't evil, but when it becomes a substitute for rest, hydration, or slow waking, it becomes a band-aid for deeper exhaustion. You deserve better than that. You deserve to feel energized because your body is cared for, not just jolted into function. Start small. Hydrate first. Move. Then sip, with presence and purpose. Because your energy isn't something you should borrow from caffeine. It's something you cultivate through rhythm, rest, and respect for your changing body. Mistake 5. Staying mentally busy all day without emotional stillness. A 74-year-old man wakes up, eats breakfast, takes a walk, and then he fills his day with activity. He checks the news, he watches videos, he talks to his neighbor, he fiddles with his phone. He fills every pocket of silence with something. He's not being unproductive, he's not lazy, he's not unhealthy. But here's what he doesn't realize. He's forgotten how to be still, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and that is the final silent habit that drains the soul after 65. Because here's the truth. As we age, the world tells us to stay busy, to stay connected, to be active, to never stop moving, as if stillness equals fading. But sometimes we forget. Busyness is not the same as meaning. Noise is not the same as presence. Distraction is not the same as joy. In fact, constantly staying mentally occupied, even with good things, can quietly drain our nervous system. Here's what happens. Your mind never gets a chance to process emotions fully. Your heart stays in low-grade stress mode. Your inner voice, the one that guides you with wisdom, gets buried under outside noise. And this matters even more after 65, because that's when emotional digestion becomes essential. This is the season of life when your nervous system needs gentle rhythm, not constant input. Your spirit needs reflective silence, not endless headlines. Your heart needs connection with self, not just social activity. So what's the fix? It's not about becoming a monk. It's not about cutting yourself off. It's about reclaiming inner stillness, intentionally, daily. Here's how. Step 1. Practice 1 pocket of silence each day. No music, no talking, no screens. Just you, sitting, breathing, listening inward. Start with 5 minutes, in a chair, by the window, on your porch. Feel your breath. Let thoughts rise and fall. Let your nervous system reset. This is not doing nothing. This is emotional hygiene for the soul. Step 2. Reflect instead of reacting. After your silent moment, journal with prompts like, what am I grateful for right now? What emotion am I avoiding? What truth have I been whispering to myself lately? Even if you write 1 sentence, you're reconnecting with the wisest part of you, your inner elder. Step 3. Replace stimulation with nature. Instead of grabbing the remote, step outside. Feel the sun on your face. Watch the trees. Listen to the birds. Why? Because nature doesn't rush. Nature doesn't scroll. Nature doesn't compare. And neither should you. This quiet contact rewires your nervous system in the most healing way. So let this final message sink in deeply. You are not here to be constantly stimulated. You are not here to be endlessly informed. You are not here to fill your time. You are here to become yourself. Fully, quietly, deeply. Stillness is not a luxury. It's not a weakness. It's your superpower. In the second half of life, it's how you return to who you really are. So make time for it, protect it, honor it. Because your soul doesn't want more information, it wants more presence, more peace, more you. If this video touched your heart, if you saw yourself, or your parents, your partner, your friend, in any of these 5 mistakes, then know this: it's never too late to change, to slow down, to heal, to realign. Every small shift you make, in hydration, movement, breath, silence, brings your energy back home. So now I'll ask you one final thing. If this resonated, leave a 1 in the comments. If it didn't, leave a 0. No pressure, no explanation, just a signal from one soul to another that you're listening, that you're waking up, that you're ready. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe for more videos like this one. Because aging should never be about fading. It should be about becoming. Thank you for spending these moments with me. Until next time, take care of your breath. Take care of your body. Take care of your quiet.